Ancient Navigation by myself, Tyler Novak. Celestial Navigation. Ancient sailors used celestial navigation on the open sea when there wasn't any land to guide them on their journey. This technique uses the stars, moon, sun, and horizon to calculate position. Navigators using this method need a tool such as the sextant to measure the angle between objects in the sky and the horizon. Navigators must be familiar with the different constellations at different times of the year, as well as the different constellations in the northern and southern hemispheres. The most familiar constellation in the southern hemisphere, for instance, is the Southern Cross. The stars in this constellation are never visible in the northern hemisphere above the tropics. The Big Dipper, a familiar constellation in the northern hemisphere, is not visible in the southern hemisphere. Navigation instruments. The astrolabe. This tool was once used to determine the altitude of the sun or other celestial bodies, a long time ago. The crossstaff is an early 16th century instrument for measuring the altitude of a heavenly body. It consists of a square shaft and a sliding crosspiece set at the right angles to the shaft. The shaft end is held at the observer's eye, and the crosspiece is positioned to line up with the sun and the horizon. The crosspiece marks a point on this shaft that is referred to in a table of degrees and minutes. A quadrant is an early instrument for measuring altitude of celestial bodies, consisting of a 90-degree graduated arc with a movable radius for measuring angles. And a sextant is a navigational instrument which replaced the astrolabe and was used for measuring the angle between the horizon and the sun or a star in order to find out the latitude. Here's a hands-on demonstration where I show how to make a homemade sextant.
Hey guys, so what I'm going to show you today is how to make a homemade sextant, which is used to measure the height or altitude of a celestial object above the horizon to observe the apparent motion of stars, the moon, planets, or comets by noting changes in altitude over a period of time. So first you're going to need materials. You're going to need a ruler, at least 30 centimeters, protractor, some tape, a piece of string, and then some paper clips or washers. They'll be used for like weight. So first what you're going to do is you're going to want to take the washer or the paper clips and tie them on the end of a string like this. And then you're going to take the other end of the string and you're going to tie it to the midpoint of the protractor, and then you're going to hold it so it falls in the front, so it's at 90 degrees. And then this string is now called the plumb line. Then after this, you're going to tape the protractor to the ruler with an inch off of the end of the ruler so you have a little space. So we'll do that here quick. Make sure it's nice and secure so it doesn't dangle in. And then it will appear to look like this. So now what
Homemade sextant instructions. Line up the short end of the ruler to your eye and look at a celestial object in the sky. Determine where the plumb line falls on the projector. Record the number that the plumb line falls on. This is therefore the zenith angle. Subtract this angle from 90 degrees and you have found the object's altitude angle, or the height in degrees of the object above the horizon. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Thanks.